I know no one can hear the differences, but I can. Okay, so twit, twat. Burke, say stuff.
Twat. Twit.
Scott, say stuff.
Shit, fuck, asshole.
I feel like what you did was a little vulgar there. Wilson.
Yeah, that was pretty fucked up. Ninjas.
And welcome to Space Chicken. The podcast that has permanent season tickets on the hype train. Joining me as always in the top left square. Did I fix it? I did fix it. I am facing the right way now. Is Berkey Mike. How you doing, Mike?
Choo choo, motherfuckers.
All right, going top right. The man who has pearl painted walls, but his skin is eggshell. Scott.
How you doing?
Those are paint jokes. And then, of course, on the bottom right, a guy wearing a self-portrait of himself on his shirt. It's
I don't know if they can see it.
There you go, nailed it. It's Wilson. All right, and
it's pretty
today,
nice.
in honor of No Man's Sky, I wouldn't go so far as to say not being a good game, but not being able to live up to the hype that it created, because that's the industry that we live in, both in movies and in gaming right now. We just wanted to talk about the most overhyped games that we've ever played, that when it came down to play it, we were left with monumental disappointment. So I'm going to start out of order and go up to Scott. Scott, lead us off here. You're batting one. You're going to start the show.
It's the worst place to bat.
So when I was thinking about the most overhyped games, I was trying to think about from that I've played that was hyped up to me, and I know these aren't like No Man's Sky was. That was crazy, but the one that I remember very very vividly was two. There were two MMOs, which was Warhammer Online and Star Wars: The Old Republic.
Ooh, those are two big ones.
Really good ones.
Right, because like Warhammer came out, and that was right after I started playing WoW, and it was like, all right, this is what you're gonna go to, right? You know, if you wanted to change off, this is what you're gonna do. So you know, I bought it, and I bought the subscription, and I played, and it was just like a week later I was back. It was just done. It was just like I wasted my money on it. But you not only did you buy the game, but you wasted your money on the subscription with that one. And the same thing happened with Star Wars, but the only thing with Star Wars was they included the first month, I think, with the game. So I got the first month to play, and after that first month I just canned it. It was a waste of money. The only other one, I'm just saying the three that were on my brain. The only other one, and I don't know if it was so much it was overhyped, because the game was good. I think it was Halo 2. And the reason I say that is because it was a great game, but I felt like it was incredibly short, and it felt like I didn't get enough story from it. Like I felt like it was like, oh, this is like the biggest selling game up to this point or something. Bill Gates is at the store handing out copies, and I bought it and I played it. And I got to the end, and I was like, that was the end? I felt like I played like an hour. So those were my 3 picks for most overhyped games for myself.
3 most overhyped. All right, I didn't play Warhammer Online.
Good thing, because it's down.
I did play Tor, and I think my thoughts on Tor are well documented in other podcasts. Just to surmise, action bars. But Halo 2 was pretty awesome.
It was, but did you feel like it was short though? Did you feel like it was incredibly short?
So yeah,
The campaign?
Yeah, the campaign I think was like 10 hours.
Yeah.
So
it was a bit on the short side.
It was weird, but it did cop out. The ending. Spoiler alert for Halo 2 coming inbound. It ends on a cliffhanger. So that kind of feels like that's the story equivalent of like a cop out, and the only I will go in my entire life, the only medium and or I don't medium's right way. The only piece of like type of thing that ever left on a cliffhanger that I was totally okay with was Empire Strikes Back. Like that's been the only thing that I've ever watched where it could have basically ended with to be continued, and I was like, no, I'm still satisfied.
I feel though with Halo 2, the marketing for it and the like, don't get me wrong, I love Halo and I love the series. I love. It's just
do you love it?
I do.
I feel like you don't, because I feel like if you loved it, you let it shit in your mouth.
No, but this
that shit wasn't too short. Go ahead.
All right, no, but
enjoy that teabag.
They market it like you're gonna fight on Earth, and it just seemed like it seems
that totally happened. That totally did happen.
And it
you're
seemed
off
like
of Earth after the first mission.
Like you're like, all right, I'm gonna fight with a bunch of other Marines, and this is gonna be awesome. I'm gonna save San Antonio, where the hell it was, down in Mexico or whatever it was.
It was Africa.
Was it Africa?
Yeah.
So you're like, oh, like they set it up like it's gonna be, I'm gonna defend Earth, like that's what I want to do. And then like 2 seconds into it, you're like, you're in a spaceship going somewhere else, and I'm like, what the hell was that? I thought it was gonna be like this huge war on Earth.
That is true. You played the first episode, the first chapter on Earth with the Marines. Nothing like the trailer, by the way. It was nothing like the trailer. That trailer that they made, that 10 minutes of gameplay trailer that they did that year at E3, was not in the game at all. Not a single part of that trailer was in the game. But you fight, and then at the end of that, one of the big ships has to like hyper jump out, and it hyper jumps, and it takes because the flood was there, so they decided just to hyper jump all of it off of Earth and destroy that little piece of Africa. Because even in the future, when we modernize Africa and make it the center of the capital of Earth, it's still gonna get blown up and shit. So I think it was the moral of that story. Yeah, and then you
get Zika.
Yeah, and then you spend half the game. You just spend half the game playing as an elite arbiter,
which I did not find as bad as they made it sound.
No, I had fun. I thought it fleshed out the Covenant.
Yeah.
Like,
it made you feel.
It was good for story.
Yeah, for story purposes. Plus, it gave you an excuse to use that energy sword.
Yeah, it fucked people up, and it tied everything in together.
Whatever.
The breakup of the Covenant and all that stuff.
Right, and
I think it was good.
Yeah, the Civil War. And
unlike Scott,
No, I get what he's saying. We're not saying worst games. That we're not saying bad games. Although from what I understand, Warhammer was a bad game.
But he was disappointed.
Right
now. But the hype train was real on that.
Yeah, we're talking about like the hype train coming through, because like right now I feel like a lot of the heat that No Man's Sky is getting is not because it's a bad game, but because it was sold as like a monumental space exploration game.
Yeah.
And what do you call it? And it's kind of not feeling that. A lot of people are saying it feels samey everywhere you go. So is it just that it's just a mediocre game, or is it a mediocre game that is with the boo 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 hype train? All right, Will, you're up. What is your most hyped game that ended up leaving you in a tremendous disappointment?
Definitely Old Republic. I was on that train. I was ready to pre-order.
No, fuck you. Next slide. Scott already took that one. Yeah, you gotta give me one Scott didn't do. You can't just give me Scott's list again.
Come back to me.
I gotta come back to you now?
I had one and I totally forgot. Scott was making really good points.
Give that man the space chicken.
He does.
Hey, let's relax.
3 minutes into the show.
Relax. Okay. I remember now. I was sold on the GTA 5 online experience, and I, bought on day one the GTA 5 for PS3. Yeah, it's PS3, and
keep talking.
Oh, okay. I bought it for PS3, and it was good, but they were like, "Oh, you could do heist, you can play with your friends, everything's gonna be fine, and then you could barely connect with your friends because they would just kick you out all of the time. It was a constant loading screen. It was just a terrible, terrible online experience, which was one of their big selling points. It was all about GTA Online and how awesome it was going to be.
All right, so I'm totally with you on that one. Hold on, I'm finding the space chicken. Just give me a second.
Dead air right here. Can I ask you
Hold
something? Would you blame more of that on the game or the PlayStation Network?
But it was messed up for both systems, not just PS3. It was also messed up for
So it was a
360.
360.
It was a game.
Yeah,
It was a game.
it was the game. I guess they didn't cook it up enough in the lab.
The idea was ready before the ability to produce that kind of stuff had caught up.
Interesting.
That's
I never
what-
played it.
Well, just hovering closely near you.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
That's strike one, buddy.
You don't want to
That's
like
strike one.
bring them down like
No,
right-
no. You
No,
you
he
turn to the
sits there
chicken if you keep
over
it
your
up.
shoulder.
Oh, okay. These are the strikes now.
Yeah,
Judge it.
yeah. That's what we're gonna
Gotcha.
do. Okay, so the GTA 5. By the way, I loved GTA 5. I played GTA 3, and I enjoyed it, but I really wasn't that into it. I thought the game series on a whole is a bit overhyped. Highly credited with the sandbox style of gameplay. But that online thing was garbage because it didn't even launch with the game. Like, the problem was, it was like, oh, we're going to have GTA Online, and you can GTA with your friends. And it wasn't even, like, the fact that the way they had set it up wasn't efficient. It's literally the game launched without it.
Yeah.
Like, one of their biggest selling points was like, no, we promise one day you'll be able to do this thing we said you could do. We're liars. And then when it did come out, it was also not fully done. It was it didn't have heist mode, which was another big selling point for it. Where it's like, hey, you can go in with your buddies and you can plan a heist, and then you could be the motorcycle guy and you could be the helicopter. I wouldn't know. I did not wait long enough for it.
I think it was like 4 years after the game launched that they released that feature.
I don't even think it's been 4 years since the game launched, but
If it feels like it, like they took forever.
yeah,
years.
Yeah. Because again, the online mode came out months later. Then I played like online, and it was garbage. It was just like running around shooting people. It was the worst thing in the world. It was stupid. And then the heist. By the time the heist mode came out, I had already gotten rid of my 360 and all the games that were with it. So yes, all right.
Oh,
I
here,
can't take the chicken
2013.
back. I can't take the chicken back, but I'll make it a little smaller because you came through. You came through in a bind.
That's the best. When it's on the other wall, it almost looks like he's got a picture of it hung up there.
Hold
That's-
on,
I'm gonna-
right. Where was it? Right there.
Right here? Just there you go.
Yeah, right there. It almost looks like he's got it hung in his own house.
There you go.
There we go. There we go.
All right, complete. All right, and Berkey, the man with the Murkies. What do you got for me, buddy?
Well, I'm gonna go current since they went old. Division.
The Division.
Oh my god.
Division, hook, line, and sinker on the hype train on that one. I got hit with it. All my clanmates were talking about starting a separate band chat because are we gonna piss off the Destiny guys if we start talking about the Division? Like there was debate about how we gonna handle this game. One of our guys was like, "Sorry guys, I gotta take some time. I'm going to do a podcast." He was doing a Division podcast. It's over already. That game, like we've talked about it before. One of the first 2 episodes, it was right when it came out, I think. Very disappointing. Same thing. It didn't have its end game with it. You had to wait for the first DLC or the second DLC or whatever it was to even begin to get into their end game, the underground. It just came out. I've heard good things about it, but at this point, I'm too burnt on that game, and I'm just not even going back to even mess around with it. So that's my overhype right there.
Fun fact, it's taking up 60 gigs of my PS4 memory. I bought it for $20 on sale, and I yet to play the game.
Oh, you had to play it?
Yet to play it.
So the Division, a lot of fun. If you like cover-based shooters, if you don't like cover-based shooters, then it's crap. They did a great job replicating New York. And then they emptied New York out because of a virus. So they did a great job in replicating an empty city, which is less exciting than than most stuff. So it's just it is set up to go zone, end game, and the end game wasn't there, and there was nothing new. Like, it didn't bring anything new, other than the fact that the division agents went rogue, like the first batch that went in there. So you could, in theory, go rogue yourself when you went into the dark zone, and just shoot people instead of helping them kill people. Which I guess that was like a meh thing. But here's the thing: I missed the entire division hype train. I got into it after the fact, again, when it was on sale. And I was like, oh, yeah, I'll give this game a try. And I got to tell you, if I had been engulfed in the I would hate that game. Like,
Yeah.
If I got caught into, like, months of waiting for this game, and then, oh, it's going to be so great. I saw a few commercials and moved out my life because it's a Tom Clancy game. It's the same shit it always is, tactical shooter. And I kind of burnt out on tactical shooters. I kind of want to go sci-fi with my life, but... you know, but I did. I went back to it, and I'm gonna play it more because the DLCs are out. So, and again, my heart's not broken.
And you can kind of say Tom Clancy has his own hype train, because those games usually don't have that long of a shelf life. You know, like Rainbow Six, really good. Give it a few months, and then you're kind of like, tapped out.
No, but what ends up happening is those games end up going the way of the Call of Duty. Where it's like, oh, we're going to do one every year. And it's like, well, what the fuck can we do now that's different? Oh, now we're in Vegas.
What's the stealth one, though? That one was really good.
Splinter Cell, right?
Splinter Cell.
Splinter Cell, yeah.
Splinter Cell.
That was good.
And then they made like 8 of those games.
Yeah, I didn't.
Where the story got
5.
disjointed, and then it was like, hey, here's a co-op mode with 2 people who are not Sam Fisher. And then... And then the guy, I forget the guy's name. He doesn't do Sam Fisher's voice anymore. Like, there's so many games.
Yeah, they changed them up.
Then the voice actor was like, I'm not gonna do his
I'm done with this
anymore.
Was it Tom Clancy who made the? I think it was SWAT. Was it SWAT or something? Did he make game SWAT? About like
About flies and shit?
No.
I don't know if that had
that
the Tom
was
Clancy
the-
tag.
Back,
There was a game called SWAT.
It's all right. So it was back like, God, I had 56K modem at this point. So like a long time ago. And I remember spending about 10 hours like downloading a specific downloading program that you could stop and restart at the same time downloading, because I used to get disconnected all the time. And I remember downloading this game to play it multiplayer, and I cannot remember the damn game. And it was like SWAT. You were like going, when somebody was a criminal, you were the cops. You were going in, you had the little thing that went under the door to mirror it or whatever. And I spent like 10 to 12 hours downloading it. Started playing online, and it was just dreadful because it was 56K, and it was just like, but it was the coolest thing in the world at the time, because multiplayer back then was rare. So
yeah, but those were the Rainbow Six days. So
can't remember what.
I think SWAT was a game of its own.
Was it? I just only because
I don't think that was a Tom Clancy game. I could be wrong.
yeah, you've been wrong before. So, all right. So my most overhyped game that I've ever played in my life, and it might be probably one of the most overhyped games of all time.
Smite?
Fable.
Wow.
Fable.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys remember the hype surrounding Favor, but Peter Monley came out, and he was all like, it's going to be great. You're going to chop down a tree, and then your tree is going to grow in real time, and where you chop down that tree, it'll be an even bigger tree. And you can go, and you can own the town, and you can get married, and you can live a life, and blah, blah. And then it was like, oh.
You get old, and you die.
Yeah, but it wasn't that. It was just... And can I tell you, it was a fun game. It was a fun game. But when you chop down a tree, whatever, nothing really happens. And the best thing that could have, the most dynamic thing in that game was if you kick a chicken, you get the title Chicken Kicker. Like, that was the most dynamic thing that could happen in that game. Everything else is just your run-of-the-mill stuff. You level your dude up. You're a kid, then you grow up. You can shoot lightning from your hand, and the combat system was a little wonky. A few riddles to solve, a little bit of exploration. Like, it wasn't even open world. Like, it wasn't even that open world. So it wasn't open world. There wasn't a lot of dynamic things happening. But you talk to the guy in charge of Lionhead Studio, and he was like, dude, you're going to turn it on, and everyone's getting jerked off. It's going to be fucking crazy. I'm Peter Monterloo. And then Fable 2 came out, and he's like, I'm going to overpromise again. And it was like, I'm not going to believe you this time.
Nope.
Didn't he overpromise to the point where the last one just got canceled?
Yeah, the 5v1
Yep.
5v1 one. That one just disappeared.
We're not doing it anymore, see ya.
Yeah,
The funniest thing is he left the company and they were like, yeah, we're done.
I remember when the Kinect came out, I forget it was the first Kinect or the second Kinect. He did this whole thing where you could like talk to this little kid.
Yeah.
And he had the lady
Yeah, I
talk,
remember
and
that.
like the little
I
kid was
remember that.
talking dynamically, and he was like, "It's gonna be amazing with the Kinect, with the facial recognition. Everyone's getting blue jobs this time instead of hand jobs because of face
And he's
animation."
gonna know you, and he's gonna know, that time has passed.
Yeah, he's
And the
gonna get
game never came
lonely.
out.
The game never came out. Like that shit never came out. Like it was a
Matter of
tech
fact,
demo.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what they said.
Yeah.
They're like, no, it's this make believe.
It
Sorry,
was
guys.
It was so, dude. That guy is. I've never
The
met
bastard.
anyone to overpromise the way he promised. Because I'm gonna tell you about No Man's Sky. I didn't even hear about No Man's Sky till E3,
Yeah.
right? So
No
like,
clue.
when E3 comes out, they're like, "We got a game coming out in 3 months. Look at us!" And you're like, "Ah, okay, I'm excited for 3 months." This dude was talking about it like in its infancy, like before. Like I don't even think when he was done talking, people went up to him like, "Hey, the technology is not there. Like we can't do what you're talking about. Make a tree regrow. We can make a tree respawn. We can't make it regrow. Like you're talking a lot right now, man." So that to me is, I think, the most overhyped game I think I ever played, and the most overhyped system I think was the Wii U.
The Wii U.
Yes. Yes.
The Wii U
By far. Wii U.
disgusts me. It
Yeah.
just it's a gross.
And they're coming out with a new system, which it's just awkward at this point. Like, I don't know. At this point, you're just
You
like,
gotta give it a go. You can't just be like, we're out.
Xbox and
Why not?
PS,
Sega
right?
did.
They did.
Sega
They said
tapped
we're
the
not
fuck
doing
out.
this anymore. Okay.
Well,
Hey,
they didn't have a
Nintendo,
choice.
we're sorry.
The
Here's
PlayStation walked
Sonic.
away from them. They were like, yeah, here's your PlayStation. Well, can we make some changes? No, we're just going to put it out ourselves if you don't like it. Uh-oh. I guess we make car parts now? Sega
Yeah.
car parts?
Yeah,
But,
I don't know.
Nintendo's still a big name brand, and, they'll still sell
don't-
units.
Pokemon.
So
Look, I don't own a Nintendo. Do you own a Nintendo?
don't have kids.
That's the thing is,
There
They-
you go.
they appeal to that one section of the market, and they just, I don't know, they found it once and they can't find it again, essentially.
No, it's the same market. It's
Yeah.
guys
Yeah.
our age who
Who
play
still like Mario games.
Yeah.
who play Super Nintendo.
But I was gonna say it's
And all
kids.
all they care
Well,
about
it's
is kids.
kids, and what the whole movement thing is really big in for kids and for schools. It's huge, the Wii, because it's engaging in a lot of
Wii U.
aspects.
The Wii U.
The Wii U, no, I'm talking about the Wii itself. And that's what
Yeah, we're talking about.
That's
the
what I'm
Wii U.
saying is like they had it, right? So they found their audience and their market, and then they kind of just said they had a hard time accepting the fact that they shouldn't really be doing adult games because they tried it with the Wii, and then they came out with the Wii U and they're like, well, we'll make these little figures you put in, and then you can play with them, and then
Yeah,
know.
so that's the Amiibo, but there's already 2 other companies who were doing that before Nintendo.
It's just like the-
Skylanders.
Skylanders
Yes.
and then the Disney,
Disney
one.
did it.
Disney
yeah.
one that got canceled, and now it's completely useless because they turned off their servers. Crazy.
Oh shit, really? I didn't even
They're
know
still
that.
selling it.
Yes,
Infinity.
they're still
There
they're
you
still
go,
selling
Infinity.
it. They turned off the servers.
You can't play that
Still-
anymore.
You can still play it, but you're on your own. Like, there's no updates. The toys that they released, that's it. There's
They
no.
made a ton of those. There's
Yeah,
like
but they're gonna redo the whole thing, come out with a new one. But
No, they done. They said they're not doing it anymore. It's a money dump apparently for Disney.
because kids are playing on phones now and iPads. They don't care about the system anymore. So
Yeah,
Well,
but
that's
Nintendo's still
this-
making money on the amiibo. And
This
so
is a totally different
Skylanders.
conversation.
Oh, by the way, if you want to talk about hype, when it comes to consoles, you have to give it to the Vita. They were like, "Oh
Yeah.
my God, this is going to be the killer of all handheld games ever. It's gonna have the best graphics. You're gonna use it instead of your phone. Like this is it. It's got 2 touchscreens, 2 analog sticks in one handheld, and yeah, that's,
4 games.
That's it. We're only gonna release 1 Madden on it. Okay.
It was weird. And then their whole, oh, and you can watch movies on it that were published by Sony Pictures only because
That's
no
it.
one else is adopting this form of
This,
movie.
yeah, and it's 5.5-inch screen format.
I think
It wasn't a bad though. As we said, hype is about over publication, but publication. Not so much that the product completely failed.
Yeah.
Some of those games were decent, and the Vita did fill in a gap for me when I was consoleless, and all I had access to was a Vita, and I played the hell out of a couple of games on that Vita.
Don't get me wrong. I still play my Vita till this day.
Dude, I'm really sad we
But-
insulted your friend. But we didn't mean to fucking talk bad about you.
Don't listen.
We're bad about your Vita.
I guarantee you though, if you give it like a little time, I think with the way the cell phone market is changing, that maybe these handhelds will come back.
No way.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No way. It's dead.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's
The handhelds are dead because of the iPads, the tablets, and the phones. Like it's killed the mobile market because why would you carry a second device to go take a shit?
no.
Like if you're gonna go take a shit, right, and you're gonna go catch up on your news and play fucking Candy Crush, like I'm gonna take out my PlayStation Vita. Hold on.
Or
phone's
my-
right in my pocket. Like
Let me whip out my 3DS
Yeah.
to take a shit.
Yeah, it's it's weird. Back in the day, I would totally do it, but the phone was a flip at the time. Now it's like, hey,
Yeah.
and these games now, like they literally are designed to catch your attention span like long enough for you to shit and then be done. So it's like it's perfect.
Yeah.
Bus rides, train rides, maybe, but I don't know. We've already trained ourselves that hey, maybe you should read, which is weird. It's weird. But we're about reading. Like when I sit down to play, like
A lot of reading.
Do you read on your phone, or do you have like a e-reader?
I have a Nook actually. I'm one of the few people who has a Nook.
Wow.
Wait.
Within reach.
Oh
Within
my
reach.
Oh, he's got it.
And it's
It's even got a
powered.
charge. Even got a
Wow,
charge.
yeah, it is. It's
the
on.
original one. But
It's on.
here's what I'm saying is you have a separate device to read,
Yeah.
but could you have a separate device to play a game?
No.
But
It's just not
just us.
fulfilling. It's just not fulfilling to
Other
play
than having
on
sticks.
a game. Yeah. If anything, like anything that could be depicted that small, you could play on your phone. Anything that you would want to be more enriching. Look. I'm playing fucking Elite Dangerous right now. I got into Elite Dangerous. Okay? I have a throttle. I don't want to play that small. I want to fucking, you know what I'm saying? Go through fucking space. And where's my fighter stick? And I want to fucking pow stuff.
Oh
You know what I'm
shit!
saying?
He
Like-
is ready. He's
Like, I don't want to fucking...
So what happens? Can I ask you something? What happens when that game is no longer entertaining?
I can
You
move
try to
on
find-
to another great game
You
that
try
I
to
can...
find another game where you could use those.
Oh, yeah, dude. So supposedly for PC, you'll be able to use it for No Man's Sky, too.
no man. Oh,
I don't
You-
know. I don't know because I haven't played it. And the reason I
Flight
don't have No
Simulator?
Man's Sky, by the way, because I don't want anyone to think we're not doing our due diligence here. I don't own a PS4. So we all agreed to get it on PC. But right now, the preliminary reviews from the PC crowd is that No Man's Sky for PC is just a
Not great.
poorly optimized PS4
Yeah, I
port.
heard.
Now they've done that. Game companies have done that before, where they release on console first, no big deal. But then what they do for PC is they just port it. I don't want to play a port. I don't want to pay $60 for a PS4 port. My computer's better than the PS4. My computer's also better than my Xbox. So settle down, Sony fanboys. That's not what I'm getting at. What I'm getting at is if something comes out for both, if you lean PC for it, you're supposed to get a better experience. That's the fucking deal that we made when we became the master race of gamers. It wasn't that, oh, yeah, I'll play your poorly optimized garbage on here. Like, I don't want a direct port. I want a full PC release.
It's supposed to work the other way around.
Right. So I will not suffer frame rate drops on a AAA title that's supposed to. One of the things they're selling is the beauty of it, because they never optimized it to run on PC, or at least gave it the left and right limits it deserves on a fucking grown-up computer. And so hey, I'm going to wait. They might fix it. I'm not saying that they're not going to fix it. I'm saying, hey, let's try. There's always patching. They can fix it later. But Batman Arkham Knight had issues. Came out on console first, then it came out for PC, and it was total garbage. I played that one on console. I never played it on PC because it was not the better experience. So without a PS4, I am not going to play it unless I can get a better experience on the PC. So
I'm out even if they do fix it.
Oh, you're out?
Out.
What if there was multiplayer?
Then there'd be four of us running around on a planet, zapping plants with a ray gun to collect carbon out of it.
Which I gotta say was one of my buy-in points.
Out.
Okay. They were like, oh, yeah, you're gonna be able to play multiplayer and all of this, and you can meet up with your friends. And then over time, it just kind of started changing. Oh, well, there's so many billions and trillions and whatever quantillions.
I don't even know if they said anything about you could play with your friends. I think people.
No, they started that like way back at E3, and then they were like, we have teraflops of planets, so you'll never see your friend.
Teraflops.
Either way, I'm out.
There he is.
I'm just watching that. I watch a couple of YouTubers and I get my full.
You're full, but that's what I'm saying. Get Elite Dangerous. Like, Elite Dangerous isn't promising you shit other than awesome space dogfights, pirating, being a fucking miner or whatever, and it is a one-for-one representation of the known universe. Like, it's a fucking one-for-one. So,
that's fun.
I mean, of course, there's,
I want a new X-Wing sim. Those games were the best.
X-Wing.
X-Wing.
Yes. Star Wars?
Yes.
Yes.
Those flight simulators back in the late 90s were amazing.
I
want a new one of those.
Flight sim, but I'm getting back into the flight sim game, but for space, which is weird that you can have a space flight sim considering we don't fly a lot of shit in space.
That's what X-Wing was.
Yeah, but this is that's part of the appeal of Elite Dangerous. The name is stupid. I'm gonna go ahead and lead with it.
Terrible name.
Elite Dangerous is a shit name, but I can't think of one better. Space fuckos, like
that's probably why they're not so
huge.
Well known.
They're huge.
With a name like Elite Dangerous.
Elite Dangerous has a crowd. It's been on my wish list forever. I was like, I get to it. So I got it. It went on sale. I downloaded it. Keyboard and mouse was shit. Plugged my controller in. I was able to map most stuff to the controller, but I couldn't get the feel of thrust. You know what I'm saying? Like you.
Now,
it was mapped. Yeah, it was mapped to the shoulder buttons, right? So right shoulder is increased thrust, and then left shoulder is decreased thrust. So you're like, I'm gonna go fast, and I'm gonna go slow, and then you're fiddling with the shoulder. I'm like, I'm not feeling it. Like, I'm not feeling that I'm doing it. The dude on the screen is doing it. The dude on the screen, depending on where you can pull the camera back a little, he's doing it. I'm like, no, I want to do it for real. So I had to get it stopped so I could fucking be like. Also,
So Elite Dangerous. What happened?
Oh yeah, just carry on like nothing happened. Like no ghosts ran through.
The podcast is totally haunted.
Yeah.
So here's the thing though, and so so everyone who plays like flight sims, like they need to understand something when you do your setup, okay? And I used to do flight sims like back in the day, with like Flight Simulator 3000 and stuff, where like you would die when you tried to land a plane.
Every time.
Everyone died.
Yeah.
Every time.
So in this game you're in space and it's 0 G, so you just kind of hover and then you hit your down thrusters. You just turn it's still a pain in the ass though. Still like super stressful to land. So
And you're talking about Elite Dangerous.
Elite
here.
Dangerous. Okay, yeah, but I'm telling everyone who does flight sims when you do your setup, okay?
Okay.
Don't put it in front of your fucking TV screen, okay? I have it right now in front of my TV screen because I haven't set myself up yet. Go to a pilot's cockpit, okay? One day if you get a chance. No one is piloting up here. No one is piloting up here. Your avatar in Elite Dangerous, he's not piloting up here. All that stuff is at waist level. Like, they literally crawl into a bucket in like a 7, and they're like this, and it's shit you can't see, but here is the table. It's here. It should be here. Like, it should be at basically where your arms rest naturally. You know, so they don't get tired. You see a helicopter pilot, he's jerking off a handle between his legs. I'm jerking my handle off right now.
But
So
by
it's
the
not,
way,
like, don't put it on
sounds
top
like
of
a
the
YouTube
table.
video.
It's not the same shit. Animals, all of you animals. I don't care how good you are at the game. You're doing it
Bunch of
wrong. Put
animals.
it on the side.
now
Get
is
ready for
Elite
space combat. Go ahead.
is Elite Dangerous what happened before No Man's Sky?
It's Elite.
Like
and
No Man's Sky ripped this off? Is that what it is?
No.
'Cause
No,
it
no,
sounds.
I'm not accusing anyone of fucking doing anything like that. I'm
Oh.
just saying, why would you play No Man's Sky when you can play Elite Dangerous, where there's still a planet exploration part of it that you can totally ignore, and you can just go and like find derelict ships and fucking rob them of resources and take them back to space stations and sell stuff on the black market. All the while, you never actually leave your ship. It's great. It's,
Oh, so you never get out of the ship. Everything's
you
done.
can do space exploration like in vehicles on the planet, but there is no avatar that you walk around as. It's
Gotcha.
pure vehicle stuff. And the
But it's the
dogfighting-
same concept.
Yeah, the dog fighting is just fucking satisfying. Well, it's not the same concept. There's unexplored universe, and then there's a lot of explored universe. You know, so like if you go to some other galaxy, there's a space station there where you can fuck around at. But there's an existing like Star Federation. I forget what the hell they're called. They're probably called the Federation because that's what we call
everything in space is
federations are called. Is the Federation. So if it's more like if you're in a place that's more in Federation control, there's like no black market. So if you show up with
Okay.
stolen goods, like you can totally Han Solo it up, bro. You could be whoever you want to be. You want to be Han Solo, you can go around,
Gotcha.
smuggle shit for people, bring it back to like the black marketplaces, and then leave, then go back into space. Then you can fight some assholes and some really, really fun dog fights that make you
And
feel like
this-
a goddamn champion if you win.
Is this an MMO? Like now I'm intrigued.
and confused.
I'll
And
be
in
honest,
a little bit, yeah.
I just watched a video of it, and I'll be honest with you, and maybe it's because it was on silent. I didn't know what he was doing, but it seems very boring.
Okay.
Wow. Like
okay.
No Man's Sky.
Oh,
Here's the thing. Here's the thing, right?
Shots fired. Shots fired.
yeah, all over the place.
You travel in real time, right? So like if the guy is talking like we could literally do an entire podcast
Yeah.
like playing not playing No Man's Sky, playing Elite Dangerous, because like when you hyper jump, it's not instantaneous, right?
Okay.
So you have to go set a course, right? Then once you set the course, you actually have to aim your fucking spaceship in a direction, and then you hit hyperspace, but you're still flying in hyperspace, so it might take 5-6 minutes to get there. You know, shoot out some text messages, check some emails.
Mm.
You know,
So it
Love a
has.
song. Then you're like in the space station because it's like you have to remember this is still sim. This is still it's more simulation than arcade, right?
Gotcha.
And I can only say that under the assumption of I don't know how a spaceship is supposed to handle in space. So so I have to say more simulation. So
It's
so it
kind of
gives you the
it's
feel.
like half elite and half dangerous.
There you go. There you go. But
There you go.
It gives you the feel of the vastness of space.
Okay.
Like shit's that like in Mass Effect, right? So everyone here play Mass Effect. Everyone play okay. So in Mass Effect, you can jump around from star system to star system with one click of a button and a fancy animation of you getting shot out of some type of space laser gun. And then you're like in a new place, and then it's like, I'm on a map, and you scan some planets, and you're done. It's like, it's like whatever. But that was more about the action on the ground. This one, it's like in fucking space. Like, I don't know you guys. I want to go fucking space, and I want to go fuck some shit up in space. I can't go fuck up some shit in space because we're just not there yet.
How much shit are you fucking up right now in Elite Dangerous?
Like right now, like I'm not fucking anything up. I just stopped playing because I bought this stuff, and I went through all of the tutorial again so I can remap every button on the controller, to where it made sense to me. So I'm essentially starting over.
When does the dangerous part start?
When you fucking hyper jump into a system and you don't slow down and you fall into the fucking sun. That's pretty dangerous. There's also the space pirates and there's also the other players.
So
more dangerous than No Man's Sky.
So you can
it
play
sounds
online.
more interesting than No Man's Sky.
Hey, you could shoot animals and they come after you in No Man's Sky.
By the way,
Well, now you got me.
Well, hey, listen, online.
And I thought
tons
just
of animals.
slapping your forehead when you fell asleep was the dangerous part of No Man's Sky.
But here's the thing. You can play online and you can have to fight like people who want to be pirates and end up fighting them, or you can yourself be a pirate. Like it's a smuggler. I want to use the word smuggler because we're Star Wars fans. I feel like space pirate's a stupid term. You're smugglers. You're smuggling.
We're no good ruffians.
We're no good nicks.
By the way,
Nerf herders even.
Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. But maybe the fans also are digging into that hype train for this Elite Dangerous. Because it sounds
there's
like
no hype train. You've never heard of it.
Been out. Yeah,
You're hyping it up.
Yeah.
You are hyping it up.
He's the conductor.
Hype. No.
That's why he
hype happens
'cause I'm sold.
before the game exists. That's the thing that pisses you off about hype.
Hype, right? Instead of hype, just put elite and dangerous right there on the.
Right there, right on the. Hold on, wrong side. There it is, right on the.
Well, technically though, can't hype
make it a
be
shit train.
Hype could be anything before you yourself purchase the game, and then decide that it was not what the hype was. So I mean, like right now, you could hype this up. I could purchase it, play it, and be like, "This is the most boring piece of crap ever." The hype train on this thing was horrible.
Nope.
So
Can't be.
right.
Unless you're making a fat joke. I alone cannot be a hype train.
He can be a friend who you felt steered you in the wrong direction.
The
hype train is when a game is this and it becomes this thing that it can't ever meet. It can't ever meet. It could be your most favorite game, but it can't be what everything made it out to be, which is what No Man's Sky is.
Overselling.
Because it's this. No Man's Sky right here. It's an exploring game, right? You go around, you explore, you look for new stuff, and you're trying to figure out the puzzle of this Atlas thing. If that's the way it was sold, then this many people would be like, yeah, I'm gonna. That sounds like my kind of game, exploration, a little mystery. But it was, there's a bajillion planets, and you can go to all of them. You can't actually go to all of them, but you can go to all of them. And there's so many, you'll never even see anybody else. And except for that first week when two streamers ended up the same place and couldn't see each other because that's not the way the game works. So that's when it became this other thing. It became this
I like how he's
overly discussed promised thing. But it's not the game people who were promising it. The game people are like, we made this. And it just, people chat. This is all new stuff. This is something that.
All right. So wait. So I got a question about it then. What was hyped that didn't end up happening in that game? Since I didn't buy it and I didn't play it, I only watched a couple videos. What would you say is the number one thing that was said about that game that is not actually true?
The space combat is shit.
It is?
Wow, you've logged 10 hours on Elite Dangerous. Oh, wow. Oculus Rift ready.
And let me tell you something. This game is why I get VR.
Yeah, never mind, Scott.
Okay, I'm sorry. Like I said, he's creating that Elite Dangerous hype train for me, and now I'm like,
no.
Oh, no. Oh, all right. So you just went to the first stop. You're like, all right. Now you're on a website looking up prices for a Mad Cat stick and throttle.
It's not on sale. It's $30.
No. I got it on sale because I wanted to check it out, and you guys know I'll try fucking anything. That's
your
on
disposable
sale.
Income. Yes, you will try anything.
Yeah, I'll probably if it's on sale. And 10 hours.
He's like that guy that's like cock for a sandwich kind of thing.
10 hours ain't shit on Elite Dangerous. Like I'm just like scratching the surface.
half of that was just setting up the mapping on the controller.
I know.
You fucking imagine? No, that took me like an hour and a half. Like, no lie. Like, it took me an hour and a half. Though. All right. That works. Okay, fuck. All right, let me reload and see what they want me to do next. Okay, I got moving. So, yeah, that took me some time. But anyway, back to the definition of what a hype train is. I, by myself, can't be a hype train. Right?
Why not?
But if all four of us jump on this and get some more people, that would be the hype train, right?
No.
Or
The
We're
hype
going
train is
with the
bigger than
definition.
10 friends.
Yeah.
We're
look,
going with the definition that Mike gave, which is this, but you promise this.
No. That's just lying. The game told you they were going to make this. This is what the game delivered. But
Okay.
the audience started to
Believe.
inflate it. Oh, no, it's going to be this. It's going to be great. It's going to be, oh, my God. It's going to be. That's the hype train. The
wasn't
fast-
just the audience, though.
It gets
It,
moving.
it was the game media, too. And No Man's Sky did nothing, like, to
Well,
curtail
listen.
it.
If you're the person who's making this game, are you going to be like, hey, hold your horses, guys? We don't want to sell a bajillion copies. You rather sell a bajillion copies and then hear back that everybody's disappointed than not sell a bajillion copies, because at that point you already have their money. Now all you have to do is service the few people who are still playing when you come out with a patch.
Mm-hmm.
No, you sell that game. That was an independent game that made AAA money on its opening weekend.
Yeah, I mean, it's good for them, but now, they have to deal with people who are mad at them.
Oh, no. But who cares? Those people are not going to play your game anymore. So see you later.
Yeah, but you're right. The game industry has
I already
no
have your
memory.
$6. You could be as mad at me as you want.
Well, I guess the problem, the way you could look at it from a business standpoint now is
That's what they
anything they make after this is going to be scrutinized. So
No.
it's
But
No.
No,
Right.
because
Yes.
this stuff happens all the time.
Yeah,
He
all of the
will
time.
scrutinize it. Danny will sit there and be like, "No, I remember, and they
Yeah.
fucked me that one
Yeah.
time.
Danny doesn't.
And I'm gonna get on a podcast.
He still
I'm afraid
refuses
to
to play
parry.
Destiny because of this.
Everybody else will be like, "What? They have a new game? Can't wait to try it." People
Oh
have a
my
quick
God.
fucking memory for that shit.
Yeah.
Whoop, right out of their brains. They forget about all the shit that they hated about it, and they go, "I can't wait to." Maybe they fixed all that stuff. We're going through that right now with Destiny. Destiny has a new, what do you call it? A DLC coming out in September, and people are like, "Oh my God, it's the best version of Destiny we've ever had." Well, we don't know that yet. You haven't played it. It sounds like it's a lot like the last game we played, just with some new stuff to do while we wait for the next game to come out. They didn't fix everything. They're still gonna have shit connections in the Crucible and that kind of stuff because they're not on private servers and their netcode's a little wonky. But that's it. The hype trains are rolling. There's new stuff. I want to go play it. Nobody's thinking about whether or not they were they don't even think about whether they were fully satisfied with the last $40 they spent. They're already ready to boom. It's already paid
Yeah.
for. See you later.
Take my money.
Here's my money.
Just take it.
By the way,
Hate it.
insane that Destiny, like the legendary or whatever the hell it is,
Collected
nowadays called. Yeah, it's like $20 now. You can find it anywhere.
No. Well, the one that has just up to the Taken King will be like $20.
Yeah.
The new one will come with every single version of Destiny previous. So it has Vanilla, House of Wolves, Crota's End, Taken King, and the new Rise of Iron. That's $60, I think, for the whole entire kit and caboodle. And if you're upgrading from your PS3 to your PS4 because they just dropped old gen,
Yep.
only $40. They knocked $20 off to help facilitate you moving to the next generation console.
Or really the current generation console, because we're already talking about the new generation of consoles.
Current gen.
Yeah, already. But yeah, so that like I think Burke did a pretty good job explaining Hype Train. Me fucking swooning over a game I really like is not the same thing as a Hype Train, because even if a bunch of people are like, "Oh, Danny likes it, I'm gonna get it," no one will be mad at the game. They'll be mad at me. When the hype train rolls through and the game doesn't deliver on the hype, people get mad at the game, not the people who hyped it up.
Even though they
which is-
shouldn't. They should get mad at the hype.
Right. So
The hype,
so
yeah.
and that's the difference between the hype train. The hype train is a big, ambiguous,
it's not a
amorphous
thing. Yeah,
monster
there's-
that you
yeah.
can't kill. You can't kill the hype train. You can throw rocks at me. I'll see you guys again eventually in person. Like, you guys aren't disembodied boxes in the internet. We will see each other, and you can hit me with a rock and go, "That fucking game blew. I'm bored." And Scott, the dog fights, I think you might be into, but I don't know if this game's your speed, which is weird because you're a WoW player, and I believe
It sounds
someone,
like a MMO.
someone
Is he
once
still a WoW
described,
player?
So someone once described MMOs as standing there watching numbers go, and whoever gets the biggest numbers to go wins. So I mean, wait a couple minutes for you to fucking fly to Saturn. I'm sorry, it's not happening fast enough.
It sounds like Wilson's worried that you are his personal hype train, but I think that's not a hype train. That's just you doing whatever Danny tells you to do.
Well,
Whoa. Now that you bring that up, I did go back to play Destiny. Okay.
Well, but that just means you're a pushover because you do exactly what I tell you to do.
Oh, you asshole.
You're not winning this one, Theracot.
No win.
here's the thing. He's going through some life changes right now, so like he needs us to tell him what's good because he doesn't have time to try shit anymore. Like he doesn't even understand. He doesn't have time to experience things on his own. Like I'm to the point. I just got to it over the past year where I can just go back and go, yeah, I got time to play this. Like I haven't had that in
Feed yourselves,
forever.
kids.
Yeah, I'm like, you guys are good. You know how to work the microwave? All right, good luck. No metal, no styrofoam. You know, so they're good, and like he's doing the total opposite direction. Whereas you're gonna be like, guys, I haven't seen the daylight in forever, but not because I've been in a gaming session, but because the crying, all of the crying. So.
So if you want advice on what game to buy, you come to me and Danny.
Yeah.
If you want advice on that crying at midnight thing, you can talk to Scott. But
Yeah.
Scott's got it down packed.
don't come asking me no questions
Yeah.
because I'm gonna give you the answer you said before.
You know,
NyQuil.
it's funny. Well, you know what's funny is it's kind of, I don't buy into hype like that anymore like I used to because it like life changes, right? So like I used to be of the perspective, well, this sounds really good, such as what the heck game, The Division, or when I was doing Warhammer, like those kind of things nowadays I still might do if I wasn't in the position I am as far as having a family and kids and all that stuff. Once you have all that stuff, you're kind of like, I'll wait, you know. No Man's Sky looks really cool, but I'll wait. I have very limited time to do the things I want to do, so I don't want to waste my time.
Well, coming from somebody who has nothing but time and the resources to set himself up in a little gamer heaven here, thank God for Twitch.
Yeah,
and YouTube channels that are dedicated to people who just make videos about playing games. Kind of like ours, but, you know, on a more regular basis.
Yeah, we're working on it.
Because in the past, if I had heard a little inkling or had talked to some buddies and this No Man's Sky thing was coming out, there was only one way for me to find out about it. Buy it and play it for a couple days and try to convince myself that I like it before I finally just stop playing it and go back to something else. Or hopefully find out that one of your friends bought it and, you know, make an appointment to go visit them and tell them that you want to watch them play it for a little while so you can make up your mind. When it came out, I was like, I'm buying that game. And then those videos came out. We talked about it. Made me a little hesitant. I waited. A couple of streamers who I really like watching and whose opinions I trust. Sat down, watched them play it. Spent hours watching them play it. Have no problem watching them play it. But none of it made me go, yep, I am buying that thing tomorrow. I can't wait for it to come out on PC. I'm buying it on PlayStation today. It all made me go the opposite. I went, I can watch him play this, but I am not buying this game. This is not for me. I still like watching that guy stream. He's an entertainer. He watches his channel because he's most of the entertainment. It's not just the game he's playing. But that game is not for me. And now I know it. And now I didn't spend the $60 to find out about it, which is the only way you used to be able to do it in the past.
Twitch is very useful for that aspect, and YouTube.
YouTube's. All right, well.
The tubes.
I think.
Twitch is pretty good.
I think we did it, team. I think we beat the hype train.
Beat it?
Yeah, we did. We destroyed it. And the world's a better place for it. So.
Clearly.
You know, as per usual, we're leaving. Talk about the games we're playing. Of course, I already told you guys I'm getting into Elite Dangerous and loving it. I'll tell you guys in the next 100 hours of gameplay if I still like it. But right now, very much living out my dream to be a space explorer
Not a
and
space.
shooting down assholes.
Okay. Not a space pirate.
Now, smug. Well, I haven't decided yet. I'm still.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like I'm still doing like the missions that are given to me. Like I'm not out just like scanning space, going, "Hey, there's a derelict ship." You can do that. You can go through space and go, "Hey, there's a derelict ship." And
Before we go, I'm pretty sure us and the viewers want to know what's happening with XCOM.
No, they don't, because I don't know the orders that we're releasing these videos. So don't be an asshat. When the videos get released, then you can follow up what's going on with XCOM. Yeah, so right now, Elite Dangerous. Hold on, let me open up my Steam real quick because I got Elite Dangerous. There was a bunch of stuff on my wish list that went on sale. Shadow Warrior went on sale. That is a lot of fun. And also Speedrunners. We got Speedrunners so we can hate each other for outrunning each other. Fun games as per usual, all on sale. I pay full price for nothing on PC. Berkey, still playing Destiny?
Of course.
And I know you're not playing No Man's Sky.
Not playing No Man's Sky, as discussed. FTB Unstable Mod Pack for Minecraft is my other current addiction. It's goddamn great. I can't wait for some.
About that, to be honest.
No. Oh, no. No jokes here, sir. Not at all.
What gets modded in that particular mod pack?
That mod pack has like, I don't even know, like 38 mods included in it.
Oh, okay.
So it completely changes the game. There's all sorts of technical engineering things that you can build. It's not just I'm gonna put wood here and rock underneath it, or I'm gonna cook this sand up, make some glass. It's all about like piping and engineering, and this machine's gonna feed that machine and auto extract to this machine. It's like a puzzle and a game all at the same time. It's so much fun. It's so much fun. And then yes, Destiny, getting ready for the upcoming Rise of Iron. Can't wait.
Hype train.
Hey, new videos on YouTube today. 2 of them, both Destiny related. But I finally got new YouTube videos out, so go check them out.
All right. On No Right Answers Gaming on YouTube. No Right Answers Gaming on YouTube. That's where our videos go up. And you should know that if you're watching this, then it's on the YouTube page. All 6 of you. Scott, what are you playing right now? Warhammer? I hear that's a good game.
Oh yeah. You know what's funny is I went to that I just because I was like, hey, I want to just verify everything before the podcast. I went to the website and they had closed. I forget what the date was. I don't have it in front of me right now. But
There's
they're like
a new Warhammer game out, isn't there?
There's a lot of Warhammer.
Yeah, there is. Total War.
Total War. Warhammer.
Warhammer Online Age of Reckoning. If you go to the website, it says, after 5 wonderful years, the war came to an end on December 18th, 2013. Thank you to all the players and fans for plummeting your money down into our stupid game.
Somebody out there liked it.
I don't know about that. No, I'm just playing right now because I'm still redoing the computer right now. I'm just playing all the little Steam games we've been doing. So the Victor Fran, the Speedrunners, which is pretty fun. I enjoy that. That was fun. Broforce, I really want to check out. I don't know what's going on with that.
Broforce is so much fun. I was playing Broforce last month. We'll play Broforce.
Speedrunners with weapons.
Yes, it's fucking phenomenal.
Yeah. But is it like moving? Like, is it like
side scroller?
It's a 2D.
Yeah, it's a side scroller.
But at your speed, not at the not like.
Yeah, it progresses as you move.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Like an arcade, like an old arcade.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, and it's silly because like everyone is like, Bronan the Brobarian. Like,
everything is bro.
Fucking ridiculous.
It's like Metal Slug. Remember Metal Slug in the arcade?
It's very Metal Sluggy. Very Metal Sluggy. Will, what are you playing other than with your bowls?
The only game that I've had a chance to play is the Hearts Tales of the Hearts R. It's a Vita game, RPG. Like, I turn it on.
He's actually playing Vita.
He's actually playing. He's not kidding.
He shit on Vita.
Like that's
shit on Vita, and the only thing he's playing right now is Vita.
It's
I got time in my life for a Vita role-playing game.
I play it a little bit at lunch anytime I get a chance. Like that's it.
All right, whatever. All right, as per usual, Will leaves us all very disappointed. This has been Space Chicken, and this has been Hot train.
A hot train.
Hot train.